short period of time, okay? Because if you look on timelines, it's already 5 years, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
But we need something where we can demonstrate benefits within 1 or 2 years maximum. So to de-risk kind of enrollment and mitigate this, and now all company under kind of pressure to be innovative and cost saving, it could be difficult to be accepted, to be honest, by company, unless you kind of reduce this ticket from 12 to 2 million and increase number of members. That may play much better.
Okay. Well, you had mentioned just a moment ago about looking 5 years out. So that's actually what the next slide is anticipated, slide 11, to do. And I'll walk you through the numbers here. They're not overly complicated. This would assume a founding membership, and this would assume that the $15 million was paid in a one-time lump sum as opposed to $3 million. So what you see in 2018 is basically your outlay is the initiation fee or joining the private jet club. Then in 2019, you have that first maintenance fee of $2 million, but you also get that free phase 4 trial. So the ROI starts to go positive. And then you don't worry about the numbers. But what's the important thing is that cost savings over the years 2020 to 2023 grows because we assume that you are using the digital network or digital research network for more and more studies, and that you're saving roughly 30% of those 3 key areas, which equals roughly 3.6 million in savings per study. So the more that you use the digital network, and again, that it's not capped to the geometric progression that you see here from 1 to 2 to 4 to 8 to 16. That's clearly illustrative. If that number happened to be 47 instead of 16, you would still get that savings of 30% for however many trials that you use the network for. So the ROI starts to look very healthy a few years out down the road. My first question was just from a conceptual standpoint, does the way that the value has been attributed here make sense to you? I know you think that the savings of 30% is a little optimistic, but this is for purposes of this discussion.
Yeah, for purposes of discussion, it's a wonderful proposal. I definitely see where it's coming. So you're saying using this kind of once you have this access, you can use for unlimited number of clinical trials, and this is where company probably would be willing to be more flexible, because they now realize, okay, it's actually it could be more expensive if you just do one study, but if you do 10 studies, definitely you're getting your money back, because you're improving your efficiency, and overall, cost structure become less than would be traditional way of doing clinical trials. So that that actually aspect need to be explained better for company who doing, let's say, maybe some kind of table where you can say, well, it's a one study, but if you do, let's say, 2 studies, 3 studies, you already can, show how much you will be getting saving, and compare traditional clinical trials and this kind of network type of clinical effort. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, that's a really good insight.
Because then you will see at some point it's neutralized, and basically all your investment paid off. And if you do more studies, you even getting additional benefits because you start generating money. Yeah. Yep.
It goes back to that jet membership analogy. So once you've paid, it doesn't really matter if you're using the jet every day, you're in the club kind of, or if you're only using it once every 6 months, it might not make sense to you. But if you're an active user, then that's where the benefits really kind of identify themselves. So
yes.
If you had to assign a number between 1 and 10, with 1 representing a very low level of interest in hypothetically being a founding member, and 10 being a very high interest of hypothetically being a founding member, what number would you assign to your level of interest based